Hi children, we are to discuss science of class 6, chapter number 7, getting to know plants. In the previous chapters that we have already discussed, I think it is very clear to you. Right now we are going to discuss this about the getting to know the plants. Children, you know, when you just sit at your veranda, you look through the surroundings, you see various plants are there, small, big, huge, and various types are there also there. A soft stem, small but hard and stem, and also very tall and hard stems. These are the kinds, and in these kinds you come to know about. The plants are grouped basically in three groups: herb, shrub, and trees. So, soft-stemmed plants, as the example is the mustard, radish, and sunflower. All these are known as the herb. Shrub, you have rose bush, tulsi, hibiscus, all those are the shrubs. And then trees, the big trees like mango, banyan, and also you have the people and all those things. And neem also is the other one. Now except of that, there are two types of plants are there. When they climb with the support, they are known as the climbers. For example, pea plant and bitter gourd. Bitter gourd, you know, which in Hindi is called in Bengali Corolla and Hindi Karela. And then pea plant, you know, everyone likes pea. And then we have climbers like money plant. People keep it at their house and it looks beautiful also, and people say it is a sign of good luck. So that is money plant. And after money plant you see strawberry. Strawberry is a very nice fruit which we eat, and some people like it very much. And so that is these two are the creepers. So climbers, pea and bitter gourd, there are many like that. Cucumber and all those, they are all climbers. And there are many of the creepers are there. Except of that, there are some runners are there, like dope grass. The grass, you know, by which you offer for the puja and all those, that is called dope grass. And that is also there, it's a runner. Well, now we come to the plants. A plant, typical plant, has basically divided into two parts. One, the part which remains in the air, a radial part is known as shoot, CH-7. The other part which remains below the soil is known as root. Now, the root system is of two types. One is primary root system, one is primary root system. What did I say? Root system, primary root system. And number two, adventitious. Adventitious root system. Now in primary root system, the root comes down directly from the beneath the stem and it goes into the soil. In the roots you see there are at the tip there is a cap which is known as root cap. Except of that, above the root cap there is a gap, and after that there are hairs are there. These are known as the root hairs. So root cap and root hair. The zone or the place in between that is known as growing zone. What are they known as? Growing zone. They are known as growing zone. In case of enlargement of the roots to the soil, that part grows. Well, after that there are secondary roots are there, and from the secondary roots there are tertiary roots are also there. So this is the plant root, and root helps in anchoring the plant very nicely to the soil. That means they holds the plant in the soil. Number two, they along with the root hairs, they suck the mineral dissolved water and sends it to the stem through leaves to prepare the food for them. So that is the work of the root. The roots also modify to keep the food as their storage. And number 4, the root also takes part in vegetative propagation or reproduction. Okay, these are the functions of the root. Now we come to the stem. So we have also come to know about the types of the roots, the tap root and the fibrous root. Okay, that I have already told. Tap root or primary root, fibrous root, adventitious root. These are the things. You see in sugarcane and all, when you take them out, you see a bunch of root system. That is known as fibrous root. Okay. Now we have the shoot. In the shoot, there is stem and it holds the branches, and the branches hold the leaf, flower and fruit. Leaf, flower and fruit. Now stems carry the liquid dissolved salt that from the soil and sends them to the stem, to the leaves. And there are 2 cells are there, 2 types of cells are there. Xylem, which helps the water to go up, upward conduction, and the another kind of cell which are known as the phloem, PHLOEM. They take the prepared food from the leaves to all parts of the plant body. So that is how they work. The leaves not only prepare the food, they have the other functions are also. One is respiration, because each and every organism needs respiration. In other work, the leaves also do photosynthesis, that is the preparation of the food. Second thing, respiration I told you. And another thing, see, the plants are continuously taking mineral water every time, whole day and night. But photosynthesis is happening during the day. At night, what those excess water will go, because it is not used that time. So the leaves might even fall by the weight of the water. That is what is there. The leaves do a process which is known as transpiration, This transpiration helps the leaves to control the water pressure in the body of the plant. So those are the 3 functions of the leaf. Now we come to from the apical bud or the floral bud, the flower comes out. Flower is nothing but the reproductive part of the plant. The flowers are of 2 types. There are unisexual flower, there are bisexual flower also. In some plants there are bisexual flowers and also there are like hibiscus. In hibiscus, male part of the female part of the plant remains in the same flower, and that is why they perform their reproduction by that. On the other hand, some unisexual flower like all the other ones, mango and all those, there what happens? The male flower is different, female flower is different, and from the male flower, the male unit which is known as pollen grain is transferred to the ovary of the female flowers, and finally they fertilize together to form a fruit. And inside the fruit there are ovules, and these ovules at maturity changes into seeds, and the seeds and the fruits are giving the future generation of the plants. Alright, now future generation of the plant. So, to tell you regarding the leaves, so this is a leaf. Inside the leaf, if you take the leaf and just reverse it, at the back side of the leaf, you just put it towards the sun, you will see the plenty of fine numerous dot-like things appear. That is known as stomata. Stoma singular and stomata plural. So these stomata are there, which is the main organ for photosynthesis, that is food preparation. Respiration, that means taking out and in the oxygen and breaking down the food, and transpiration, keeping control of the whole body water of the plant. So that is how the leaf can help in transpiration Now, for photosynthesis, the leaves have green pigments are there. Green pigment. These green pigment can catch the sunlight and convert it to heat, and then whatever the water they are getting from the soil along with the mineral, that has been broken. That has been broken by the heat, and it's become hydroxyl ions, OH ions. That is how they do. OH ions they do, and then from this, along with the carbon dioxide taken from the air, hydrogen oxide taken from the air, the plants prepare the food which is known as carbohydrate. These carbohydrate goes to different cells where in presence of what is called carbohydrates are changing by oxidation to glucose, and then glucose is broken to energy, and this energy the plants use or even we use. Right now we should see photosynthesis is required, chlorophyll is required for the photosynthesis. How? You see the leaves are green. Green for what? The green pigment is known as chlorophyll. Green pigment is known as chlorophyll. Now, you see, if a leaf is covered with black paper, what will happen? After some 1 or 2 days, when you take them out, you see the pale yellow color has become. That means the chlorophyll is not there. And then, one more thing, I told you that glucose or starch is made. How to prove them? Yes. You take a small beaker, there you put a small leaf and just boil it in a water bath with water. It is water. Water bath, and this is alcohol. So by the heat of the water, the alcohol will also boil, and if the alcohol boils, the green pigment chlorophyll will be nowhere. Then you see, you will find the pale yellow color leaf is there. Now how to test whether glucose and starch is formed or not? It is like that. You take some drop of iodine and put it into the leaf, what you have taken, variegated leaf. Then you put some iodine. The color of the iodine will be blue-black, and that will show that sunlight is required and the chlorophyll is required for the photosynthesis. And by chlorophyll, starch is produced. And what is the confirmatory test of the starch? That it turns blue-black in color. Black in color. So we can see the transformation in color by a plant is taken, the leaves and all those are there, and cover it in the pot by a cellophane paper. In a pot, cover it by a cellophane paper. Cover it by a cellophane paper. What we will observe in the morning that the droplets of water are there inside the cellophane paper. And what is that? That is because whatever the water was there inside the plant, that was excess, and the plant wanted to get rid of that, and that has come down as the moisture outside. So that shows the plants do photosynthesis also, transpiration also. Now we have the venation. Now the leaves of the plant have different kinds of venation are there. Okay, venation means the arrangement of the veins. The arrangement of the veins in the leaves are known as venation. Then you see the dicot leaf. The dicot means the seed leaf is double. In mango and all those dicot leaf, you see the venation is like this. The venation is like this. Please follow this. The venation is like this. This is called reticulate venation. Reticulate venation or net venation or net venation. This is found only in dicot leaf. In monocot leaf, like rice, wheat and all those, or you see this kind of leaf will be there. I think even in banana also you will get that kind of leaf. And what will happen? You see the venation will be parallel, venation will be there. The parallel venation will be there. No net, that is called parallel venation. Parallel venation. In rice plant and all those, rice, wheat and all those, you see the leaves are coming like this and all the venation is like this. So this is parallel venation. That is in monocot leaf. What it is called? Monocot. Monocot leaf is there. So dicot, reticulate or net venation, monocot, parallel venation. And example, wheat, rice, all those. And dicot leaf, mango, jackfruit, all those. You can take a dicot leaf like mango and jackfruit and keep it inside the soil for some days. When you take them out, the matter will go and you see clearly a net is there. But in case of the monocot leaf, it will not happen. Only strains of rings will be there, which is very difficult to do with all this. Do with all this. Well, after that we come to discuss, after the leaves we will come to discuss about the flower. So we have to discuss about the parts of flower. Just wait just a minute. We will have the parts of a flower. So the parts of a flower of the plant is a typical flowering plant has 4 rows. Number 1, calyx. Number 2, corolla. Number 3, androecium. And number 4, gynecium. Now you see, calyx is the part which is covering the plant, covering the flowers, which is calyx. There are apicalyx is also there. Here we draw the diagram of flower. You see, this is the petiole. Petiole, this is lip, this is the flower base. This is petiole, this is flower base. And then you have, there are small bract-like structures are there. And then there is another structure whose structure is like this. In green flowers, you cut them down and get. This is called calyx or sepal. Calyx or sepal. And this is apicalyx. And after that, there will be the flower petals are there. These petals are known as corolla. Corolla or petals. And then there are the anthers and all those are there. The filament and anther. This is filament. And this is anther with anther sac and inside it pollen grain. Male unit of flower. And you see the stigma. Stigma followed by style and then ovary. And after the ovary inside there are ovules are there. Ovules. The ovary becomes fruit. Ovules become seed. So this is a complete flower. Now you see, this is the stigma, style, pollen tube, ovary, and the ovule. This is making the gynoecium or the female part of the flower. And then we have the androecium, which is having filament, and the sac, and inside the pollen grains. So during the pollination, the pollen grains drop on stigma, goes to the pollen tube, enters into the ovary. The ovary fertilizes and becomes fruit. And inside the ovary there are ovules are there which matures to seed. This is a typical flower. What are? There are 4 rows: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. That means sepal, petal, stamen, and pistil. These are the 4 parts. So that is how it is done. Okay, so this is the typical flower, and when the flower fertilizes, that means pollination is done. What happens? Flower dries up, and when the flower dries up, what happens? The seed is formed inside. Flower is what is called fruit cell formed inside the fruit. The seeds are there. So flower, after pollination and fertilization, dries up, fruits are formed, and inside the fruit there are ovules which changes to seeds, and when they are ripened, the seeds come out as the new generation of the plants. Well, children, here is the diagram of the fruit. You see some apple has been taken, cut up, and you see these are the seeds over there. No apple is not a true fruit. Here you see the pea. Now pea and like that fruits, they are coming in a case which is known as pod. P-O-D. All the pulses, dowels, they are in the pod. They are arranged in the pod. So when they come out, by bursting mechanism they are scattered. But the human beings are very clever and experienced. When they are ripened, instantly they are taken out. And this is the fruit. In fruit the seeds are there. Now seeds are nothing but the future generation. Now in seeds you see 2 cotyledons are there. If there is a monopod seed like rice, maize, and wheat, monopod seed, they will be like this. This is monopod seed. Only one seed cotyledon. And dipod seed. What is that? In mango, if you have taken the mango, after that their seeds you take out, and if you break it, you will find that there are 2 cotyledons like this. And inside the 2 cotyledons, there will be a green color patch over here. That is embryo. B-R-Y-O. Embryo. Now embryo is the future generation. Embryo definitely is present here also. And now the seeds have a small hole in them, because you know every living thing is in need of oxygen. So the seeds are living but in dormant condition. That means they are sleeping. When they will get the favorable condition, they will come out as a new plant. But that is a different issue. Now the cotyledons or the cord, what is called cotyledon, that is nothing but the reserve food material for the seeds. Inside the seed the embryo is there. When the favorable condition comes, the embryo is activated, and if the embryo is activated, though it is alive, it needs food to grow. Then how would it get its food? By the water, the cotyledons will dissolve and it will suck the dissolved food and it will grow into the saplings. Now you see, plants do not have the teeth and all those to chew the food and swallow. They only suck the food. So that is why the system is there by the nature, that the cotyledons are there, and in cotyledons the reserve food is there, and in the favorable condition the reserve food is melted, dissolved, and they start to grow into the new plants. And This is all about the chapter. Let us discuss some question answers now. Well, children, we have already discussed about chapter 7, getting to know the plants, and I think you understood and listen to it. All the question answers of the exercise has been done and it's put into the school website www.bsnes.in. You can see from there. But I am going to discuss some question just now, right now. The answers I will speak. You listen to it or you can note it down also. Write this. We will discuss about the SAQ. SAQ number 26. The answer. The main parts of the plant are root, stem, branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. The stem carries with the minerals from the root to all parts of the body. Next question 27. The answer is trees are tall and big plants with hard and thick woody stem, example mango, neem, etc. While shrubs are medium-sized plants with hard and woody stem, branching out near the stem, example rose and tulsi. Rose and tulsi. There is a comparison between the hard shrub and trees. So wheat, paddy, carrot and cabbage are the shrub. Henna, bougainvillea, lemon, hibiscus, rose, and the trees coconut, banyan and eucalyptus, mango, neem. Number 29, a plant having thin, long and weak stem which cannot stand upright, not readily climbs up or neighboring suburb to a fence or a tree are called as the climbers. The pea plant and the bitter gourd are the example. While the creepers having thin, long and weak stem which cannot stand upright and spreads on the ground, that is strawberry and money plant. Well, the climbers are bitter gourd, grapevine and pea plant. While the creepers are strawberry and the money plant. Well, there are two types of roots are there. Taproot, that is mango, neem, and fibrous root, that is paddy and maize. Well, the next question answer is wheat, fibrous root, mango, taproot, carrot, fibrous root, maize, fibrous root, neem, taproot, grass, fibrous root. So that is how it is there. The next question is question number 33. The answer will be yes. By watching the venation on the leaves of the plants, we can say then whether it is a dicot or a monocot plant. If there is a reticulate venation or net venation, they have a taproot because they are dicot root. And if they have parallel venation and they have a fibrous like paddy, maize, wheat, etc. Question number 34. The leveling will be anther, ovary, trunk and leaves. Trunk rather called stems also. Well, another 35, page number 35 is reticulate venation, neem, sunflower, tulsi, mustard and coriander. Coriander is another one. And parallel venation, wheat, maize, paddy, banana and sugarcane. Well, question number 36 also is there. The stem holds the plant upright, roots absorbed in the soil, and then stem conducts the water to the leaves and water and minerals to the roots, from roots to the leaves. The stem, the number of petals and sepals in a flower is not always equal. Sorry, it's the question number D answer. The number of petals different sepals are not always same. Okay, usually in a hibiscus plant you see 5. There are some flowers and there where petals are less in number also. Now, long answer questions. The herb are small plants having soft and delicate stem, that is tomato and mustard. Shrubs are medium sized woody plants, hard stem, that is the having a branching, that is rose and tulsi. And the third one is mango, that is thick, woody, huge stem, which is neem and mango. Well, now we come to question number 40. The leaf is a thin, broad, flat and green part of the plant which is attached to the stem or branches. The functions of the leaf are the photosynthesis, that is food preparation, transpiration, keeping water balance, and respiration, exchange of the gases for oxygen to take for them. And then we discuss about what is photosynthesis. Question number 42. The process by which the green plants synthesize food from the carbon dioxide water in presence of the sunlight and green pigments called photosynthesis. Plants use this process to produce carbohydrates from inorganic substances, and the chlorophyll allows the plants to absorb the energy from light, and they take part in the breaking of the water part photosynthesis. Alright. So that is all about this, and one or two hot questions are there. Like number 1, hot question 6 to 6. The number A level is flower, then B is fruit, C is root, D is leaf or leaves, and E is stem. 67. Number A climber, plant, pea plant, etc. And the shrub, rose plant. 68. Question number 68 is leaves, green color, B, carbon dioxide, C, glucose, and B, carbon dioxide and glucose, C, oxygen used in breathing and respiration. Number D, starch, dilute iodine solution, and then the answer of number E is photosynthesis. Now question number 69, the answer is number A, creeper plant, money plant on the hard sunflower plant, etc. Hard is sunflower. Question number 17, answer A, pistil, and answer A2 is stem. Answer B1 is stigma, answer B2 is style. Answer 3 ovary, and answer 4 ovules. And then the C, answer 1 is anther, number 2 is pollen, and D fruit, and E is the seeds. These are all the questions that are to discuss. Except of that, whatever the questions are there till 1 to 7, all the questions has been done in your school website called www.bsnes.in. I think you have gone through nicely through the chapters. Thank you and have a good day.